Hello, hello, everyone.
Hi, good morning.
Giving everyone a moment or two to come see us live. Let's see. How is everybody doing today?
It's going to be a hot one, I
It is
guess,
a hot
all
day.
week. It's going to be pretty hot.
I know. I heard Friday it's supposed to calm down a little bit,
Yeah.
but I hope that, yeah. I hope that it's. Sorry, we are getting our tech set up. Okay. Let's read that. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Hopefully you all had a great weekend. And we realized that last week's video was not processed by Facebook. And so all the wonderful things that we had to say, you guys missed it. But that's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is
yeah.
Unfortunately. But yeah, it was good. It was hot too, but today's really warm already, and it's 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Woo.
It's going to be another scorcher. I'm glad we do these things in the morning.
Yes.
And yeah, so one of the things that we had mentioned last time was that we really want you to reach out to us and let us know if you want to join us for one of these shows. And we'd love to talk to you about how you're getting creative in life and business, and perhaps you can come here with us, or we can even come to you.
Absolutely. Or if there's anything that you would like to talk about, maybe you don't feel comfortable being on camera, which is fine. We understand that.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something that you would like us to talk about, or even invite somebody on that is a topic that you would like to know maybe more about or discuss.
Yeah,
we could do that as well. So
definitely.
yeah.
So we have 2 new coffee cups for this week. We're going to try to bring you something new every week, but mine is my Prague cup. This is my Prague Starbucks cup. And when I was, I actually had the privilege of going out to Prague, which I mentioned last time, but you don't get to see it, to hear it. And when I was working for a promotional products company, they sent me out to Prague to help get them set up with they were opening another office. And this cup was a gift from the other marketer that was out there that I made friends with, that I completely picked their brain on, what it's like to do marketing in Prague.
So maybe you could explain what Prague is.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit.
So it's in the Czech Republic. Yep, those are those things that fall from the trees. In the Czech Republic, and we got to stay in, it's called Prague 1, like the district, and it was like the old kind of historical district. And it
Did
was...
it have like cobblestone?
Yes, cobblestone and like medieval looking buildings and a castle, and it was just, yeah.
Nice.
What you saw there was so preserved because they didn't really get taken down by any wars, so it was all really, really pretty.
Nice.
And yeah, and what I discovered there was, it was like one of my first times actually consuming something outside of the U.S. The Starbucks there, the way because I like the cafe mocha, or not cafe mocha, but the Starbucks mocha, so different when you buy it outside the country.
Really?
It just tastes so much cleaner, and it was...
Is it strong?
It wasn't even so much that it was so much stronger, it was just like the milk is different, and everything else that goes into it is different. So, yeah, it was like... And it was great. It was almost like I didn't even gain weight when I was out there. Well, but I decided
I'm all about cobblestone sidewalks, quaint places, small, quaint towns, architecture.
It was so pretty out there.
Yeah, and having a nice cup of coffee.
Yes.
So this is my mug. Okay. It has cactus on it. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. You can't really see it. Maybe if I pull away.
Tilt a little bit, maybe, without spilling.
Anyway, it has cactus on it. You know what's important about a mug? Is I have to be able to at least have 3 fingers in here. Otherwise, I can't enjoy my coffee. I know that's crazy. We can't enjoy my coffee. I always talk to my friend Mary. I'm like, 3 fingers is a good mug.
Yeah, definitely. I think There are those other mugs that have like you can fit like a finger or two in.
I
I just
can't.
yeah,
Even
it's
two
not a
fingers,
good experience.
I can't. No. But my mug is just, I just like the mug. It has cactus on it. I can't keep a plant to save my life in my house, so I do have cactus that seem to like me. They like my house. They like to stay with me, so I don't always have to water them, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So
My kind of plant inside.
Yeah, it's just a cool mug.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
Oh, my favorite place. Home Goods. You can always find me at a Home Goods.
Right. Nice.
Maybe we should explain for the people who don't know who we are.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should.
We did that last
introduce
episode.
Ourselves. Yes. So, would you like to go first, or?
No, go for it.
Okay. Hi, my name is Tara. I'm an interior designer for residential commercial properties. My business is Tara Lee Interior Design. So what that means is I can come in and help you with your furniture, rearrange. Can be a small project as a living room, dining room, or it could be a full gut with contractors. Yeah, so I really enjoy what I'm doing. It's fun, it's artsy, it's in my art world.
Nice.
I also stage for realtors, so I have a full line of furniture that I could stage with. So I'm actually doing a couple projects now with some realtors out there, which has been fun. Just recently finished one in Plainfield, Connecticut, and now I'm on to Old Saybrook. So yeah, it's been a pleasure working with both of them. Awesome. And then I do some staging consultations as well. So I've worked with a couple of realtors as doing that too. So
nice.
It's good.
And you started doing party design, I think you said?
I have. Anything under the umbrella of design, I just love to do. So I started doing party design. And what that means is I don't want to be a party planner. So I don't want to, do the whole aspect of the weddings or parties as far as food. So what I do is I can make a cupcake station, donut station. I can bring in furniture. I can help with the dessert and displaying as well. So I've worked with Zest in Old Saybrook. I've worked with Sift in Mystic.
Nice.
So, and some other pastry chefs as well. So when they bring in their food, I can help them set up. I have all the displays to set up different tiers. So yeah, so it's kind of where I'm at, but welcome. I'm glad that you're with us this morning.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm Rebecca Bertoldi. I'm a marketer, and I really help people to find their unique message and get it out to their clients or their future clients. There's a lot that I get to get creative about in my business, and everything from how a brand could look to getting creative with how the experiences that we create for those new clients and customers. So it's a lot of fun. And one of the things that I love about what I do is I get to meet these different businesses along the way. And I got to go up to Sparrow Soaps in Putnam on Friday. Let's see if you can see this. There you go. This soap, it smells so good. It is so pretty, and I haven't wanted to take it out of the box until I came here with you guys to show you. Can you smell that? It's just so good. This one is a watermelon and lavender scent. Look how pretty this bar is. Like, it's just such a pretty...
No, you can't really
I know, the camera is
it.
not doing it justice right here. There's a little bit of it.
There's a little pink.
A little bit.
It's very pink.
But it's pink and purple, and you can tell it has just all natural ingredients. There's 5 ingredients, I believe, in these soaps.
I even like the box that it's in.
Yeah, like I love everything about what they're doing up there, and if you are up in the Putnam area, definitely go check out Sparrow Soaps.
Now, where is that located? Is that downtown, or
man,
do we know?
Well, most people may know. I'm not delightful with areas. I'm still getting to learn these areas.
Becca's from California. I keep forgetting.
Originally New York, and then I came here from California. But yeah, it was pretty easy to get to off 395.
Putnam does have a cute downtown
Yes.
area.
And it's kind of, it looks like it was kind of close to that, I would say.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. So that's like one of the things that I do love about what I do is getting to meet all of these different business owners and checking out what they've created. And I really love what Sparrow Soaps has done, and they do it all with goat milk. So next stop would be to go visit the goat farm and go get my fill of baby goats.
Well, let me know when you're going.
Yeah.
I may tag along.
Okay. So yeah. One of the things that I was working on over the weekend, there was a friend of mine had asked me to do a peer review on his new marketing book. And this book is really for the everyday small business owner, to try to give them some of the tools that we professionals have to help them create traction on their own until they get to the point where they're ready to hire a marketing company. And I really thought he did a great job with it. And I'll share it all with you when it comes out. But one of the things that a link he had in there, he's coming from more of a design background, and he had a link to this article on colors and how colors provoke different emotions in us.
Really?
Yeah. So I printed it out, and I thought maybe we could take a quick look at this together, because some of these, we're looking at color psychology, and there are emotional reactions to colors, whether we really see it or not. I'm sure you experience that a lot, right?
I guess green, and maybe we can learn about that here. Is green like more of a calming
so
feeling?
They have a couple different ways that we can look at color here, and there's the symbolic color meanings, and then how people that were surveyed, how they actually see those colors. So when we look at, like, green is supposed to be symbolic with nature, growth, and freshness. That makes sense. And on an emotional level, green is linked to contentment.
Yeah, it's very calming. You'll see green a lot in hospitals.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I think there's obviously a difference, because I feel like in the hospital you're in a sterile environment, so the green stands out in a different way.
Yeah, because they obviously don't want to put a bright color in there.
Right.
It's got to be kind of neutral and calming. So you see a lot of green tones. They are turning a little bit to blue too, or some grays, but usually green, it seems to be the color for hospitals.
Definitely. I remember in school, like, the walls would be blue, yellow, and green. I think that was more to keep, it was probably all the teenage hormones, but try to keep everything in check.
Yeah.
And try to reduce any kind of, hostile feelings. Let's see, one of the ones I thought were... So red is associated with love in a lot of cases, and symbolically can be passion, excitement, and love. However, I have to say, in my experience, when there's a lot of red on, like, say, a website, it kind of deters people. It's also a big stop color. So it's a very fine line in how we play with these colors in our brands. How have you used red in your kind of designs?
Well, red isn't really a color that, is chosen quite a bit. And maybe in accent colors, with pillows of such, but
Sure.
I probably use red more in my outfits.
Right, definitely.
My red blazers stand out quite a bit, but really, when you wake up in the morning, you go to your closet and you think, okay, what do I feel like today?
Yeah.
So you always, it's kind of like how you feel that moment is when you're in your closet looking, okay, I feel like red today, or I feel like blue today.
Yeah.
So red is definitely, you see red stands out. It can be bold.
Definitely. And I think some of, like, for, like, what's popping into my head are some of maybe the more classic uses of red in print, like where it's black, white, maybe a gray and red.
Or cream.
Yep.
You could do cream and red. I have some beautiful pillows that are red and cream. And it's just a design on them.
Nice.
But you can mix it. I would definitely, if we're talking home decor, I would do accessories in red. I know there for a while they were doing a red wall or something like that, but it's kind of more neutral now in homes.
Okay. And in marketing, I would say stay away from red buttons. because red buttons may not be the best way to go. And then, here it's looking at, I found this to be interesting. So brown is 36% of people linked that to the feeling of disgust. So it makes me wonder, I don't know, like there's not a whole lot of browns that I would consider putting on my marketing. Maybe in the tan family, somewhere, but definitely not a brown. So I could see that. Mm-hmm. And then, let's see. Yellow is supposed to symbolically mean hope, joy, or danger. It's very interesting to have those two ends of the spectrum, hope and joy, and then danger. But I get it. We look at our like caution yellow stuff, our road signs that show any kind of warnings and things like that.
Right. And in the design aspect, yellow means welcome.
Yeah.
So, if you have a yellow door, that's perfect. And also, not to go off the track, but design, a pineapple is welcome as well.
Now, do you know the other meanings for pineapples, though?
Yes.
Do you guys know? Unless you are ready to receive people, pineapple at your front door may not be the way you want to go. We'll leave it at that. Let's see. So for the yellow, the way people relate it to a feeling is, it says 52% felt that that yellow means joy. So that's good. And then, let's see. People also associate pink with love. They're associating blue with feelings of relief.
Yeah, I find that interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something that could play a role. I mean, I use a lot of blues. For the business world, it's typically a safe color that you can put on all your things. I know some people love to use their favorite colors like in their branding, but I would say to maybe also check out color theory and see what those colors mean. Like I know some people, orange buttons, in my experience, do not perform well. People just don't like to click on orange buttons. I don't know why. Even though it says here that it should be warmth, kindness, and joy, and it says it's associated with joy, I found orange buttons do not get the conversion. It's very, very interesting.
Oh, to click on.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's very, yep.
Okay.
And then there's a whole other section here as color psychology as therapy. And the way that colors are used in this sense are completely different than what I've ever seen. So like red is used to stimulate the body and mind to increase circulation, which is very interesting. Orange is used to heal the lungs and increase energy levels. So there's definitely so much more that goes into color that I think that we actually realize. So it's definitely worth looking into, whether you're doing something in your home or doing something in your business.
Or what you wear, too.
Yeah. And we can give you the link to this study so that you guys can see, too.
I find it interesting, though, because graphic design is so different than the design that I do.
It is?
It really is, because I could decorate a whole room and design a whole room, but I don't know. I just feel like graphic design and what you do is the same, kind of, but not really, because there's a lot of thinking and background on your end as well, versus mine, but I feel like it's two separate things. I
don't think that there's more or less background. I think there's a ton of background that you do. It's just natural for you, and you're not seeing it. Right,
but what I'm saying is, like, being a designer, I have a hard time seeing graphic design. So even though I can see some of it, it's not the same.
Right. Okay.
And maybe that plays the same way for you as far as like doing a living room over or
definitely
stuff like that. It's very interesting because I feel like it still falls under the same umbrella as far as like being creative, right? But it's still interesting. There's like a fine line there.
Definitely. And I think when I'm thinking about a website or something like that, I can visually see what it's going to look like within the parameters of what a website builder is.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I could see your living room done as soon
right.
as I step in. So yes, I agree.
And there's a lot of things, like, especially with what you do, say, for example, patterns. I don't always, I don't know, patterns for me can be a little weird.
Right.
Sometimes I see people bring in these patterns and I'm like, oh my god, that's so busy. Like thinking of like maybe even wallpaper too. Like it just seems so busy, but then when it's up, it's not as bad.
It's true.
But I know you can see it.
Yeah, and then on the wallpaper sample, you only have so
right.
much. So, and then talking about paint is another story.
Yeah.
Because you have different sheens and different lighting. So you're at the paint store, and I know we've all dealt with this because I do on a daily basis, but you have that one paint sample and you think it's going to be perfect because you just used it in a house, just the other day, and you bring it into another house and it's a different color.
Yeah.
It's not even the same color. It may have like lilac hues to this gray or blue hues depending on lighting,
right.
or the different sheens, because different sheens will play a role with the light bouncing off. The more glossy,
it's true,
the more light bounces. So, yeah.
Not to mention all the UV lights at the hardware store.
Yes, it's so different.
Yeah.
I know. You go back and forth all day long with paint, because then they only give you this little paint sample too to go on.
I like that they now give you the little containers so you can actually do like a bigger area on the wall.
Yeah, things have changed, and you also kind of got a bigger one where you can actually peel and stick and put it on as well. But
Okay.
But I think it is a challenging thing, though.
Yeah.
You go back and forth with that quite a bit.
Definitely. I know I would grab the little swatches and then like tape them to the wall and look at them at different times of day. Especially like in my house, there's my living room. I have huge windows in there, but there's no other lighting really, so I had to be careful of not making things too dark.
I just decided to go all neutral in my house and have my accessories with my colors.
Now, do you find that you change your accessories out a lot?
Yes.
Especially with staging, I'm guessing?
I change everything all the time. When the kids were growing up, I have 2 kids. They're grown now, but when they were growing up, I was always changing stuff, and my kids would get so upset because a chair would be not in the same place, or they were just used to one type of design in my house, but they slowly figured out their mom was just different. Or we would stop on the side of the road, and I would see furniture, and I would go,
yeah,
and we back up. So I got to know that that's who I am.
Nice. I feel like since I was a teenager, I would always want to review my room all the time. Mm-hmm. And now as an adult, I feel like it's more as I evolve as a person, as a woman, that I want different things. But, could never pinpoint that as a teenager of like why I was constantly trying, like getting bored of what I had. And
it may be that you are very artistic though, with your graphic design and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I could see that.
Yeah.
I change my room all the time.
Yeah.
If I got in trouble, my mom would put me in my room and it would be changed. She'd come in and she'd say, "What were you doing?" It wasn't a punishment.
Yeah, no. It's like, yeah, fine, give me time on myself. So yeah, I think now when I did my room, like a lot of the furniture would change all the time too. Mm-hmm. Or just moved around.
Yes.
But like now I decorate by season. So there is always change coming in.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Without me having to obsess over where the furniture is located.
I change everything. I even obsess on holidays too.
Yeah.
I can't stop. I can't even stop when I go to my closet to change for the day.
Yeah, I now decorate. I have spring and summer as one season for decoration. And then there's fall. Mm-hmm. And then there's Christmas. And then winter.
Right.
So it's a lot in that one span. But
yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Before you know it, I hate to say this, but pumpkins will be out.
Oh, I know.
I went into the store at home the other day, and
where'd you find one around there?
Manchester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanksgiving's in there. Halloween's in there. I'm sure Christmas will be right there too.
Oh yeah, by the time we hit like September, Christmas should be in there.
And then the bathing suits. Christmas.
Naturally. Yeah.
So it goes.
Oh, I saw something posted like 14 Fridays till Christmas or something like that. It was some like ridiculously low number.
Wow.
And as I sit here sweating, it doesn't feel like Christmas.
No.
At all.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? Anything good happening?
No, I'm just finishing up some projects, which is good. I just finished up a big wedding, which I enjoyed being a part of. So thank you for that, for the bride and groom. Yeah, so like I said, I did the Rose Arts Festival. We did the Green Room.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Over and Over in Andover helped me with that. And so thank you for being a part of that with me. And let's see, what else am I doing? I am actually very excited about a project, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm working on this project in Norwich, Connecticut, and I spoke briefly about it the other day, but you didn't get to see it. So it was an old garage and then turned into an insurance building. But it's on this compound in Norwich, and they have the main house, and then this turned into the garage, and my client was living in it. And when I knocked on his door, he said, I need you, I need help. So with the contractors and everyone that, I couldn't have done it without you, but we basically gutted it and gave him a new kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, living room, changed the front door to the other side, gave him a foyer appearance. But we're not finished as of yet. It has been an ongoing project, but I have really enjoyed it. A lot of the furniture came from overseas too, so it took a while, but it's very artsy, very bright, I guess is the word. Talk about wallpaper, wait till you see the washroom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
But I heard that, like, smaller washrooms are places to do really bold things. Do you agree with that?
I do. I think it should be fun.
Yeah.
It should be fun. But this client kind of gave me free reign to just do, which has been really nice because I have a lot of creative ability that I just think about all the time. And there's so much I could give a client, but sometimes it's tough because it's not my home. It's their home.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I'm leaving, and I'm leaving you with what I gave you, So I want the client to be happy. But this particular client has really given me free reign to do pretty much.
Have you done anything in there that you haven't done before?
Well, I would have to say is very bold, is very bright, which I am a bright. I love bright colors. I love mixing different textures and patterns, and so it's Art Deco too. So mixing all of that together has been pretty different. Wait till you see the pictures. I honestly can't wait. So what my plan is, and I'll share it with you. My plan is to have a photographer come in and take some really great pictures, and then my main goal someday is to get myself into a magazine. I will share with you briefly. HGTV did reach out to me during the pandemic. Unfortunately, it was right before, and there was an opportunity for me to have my own show, and but I was very grateful. We went through the whole process. Everything was going over to the producer, but it didn't really pan out because of what we were all going through.
Oh yeah, everything shut down.
So TV was actually on a hold too. So with that being said, it never went through. However, I'm not stopping.
No.
So I'm going to keep going. I ask you to share all my posts and help me get to down that pathway. So yeah.
And if any of you out there know somebody at HGTV or even Corporate Home Goods, we would love for you to share that contact.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
I would appreciate that so much. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I'm always in Home Goods, as you know.
Yep. We do go to Home Goods quite a bit. And buy quite a bit.
Remember that day?
I do.
We could have been on a commercial. We're trying to shove everything into my SUV.
I know. It could have been like a Honda commercial of how we did it.
It would have been Home Goods commercial, Honda commercial. We did it, though.
We did. It was one of those days where there were like some great things on clearance that we had to take advantage of. A giant picture. She found like 4 things for her clients. I was redoing my entryway, so I found a bunch of stuff for that. It was a lot of stuff.
It really was. And even people walking by, they were commenting on it. How
like,
are you going to do that?
Yeah. We did it. I mean, I was ready to like hold something out the window on the drive home. Like, it was that full.
Yeah.
We did it.
Good times, good times.
Uh-huh. And we got good deals, so.
Yes, that's
Absolutely.
the best. That's the best.
Oh, yeah.
So
we really want to hear from you guys and see, you know, we're willing to share our expertise on these live chats, and we want to know what you guys are thinking. And if you're working on anything yourself, if you're trying anything new that's creative, like one of the new things I want to do is, and I've been saying this for I think about a year now, and I just haven't done it yet, is getting into doing some resin crafts and trying to see what I can create with that.
that would be fun.
I bought a kit and I just haven't used it yet.
Right, right. Oh.
And I think it's, you know, and it's silly, but it's because I want to have a very ventilated area when I work with resin.
True.
And this weather just does not help with that. So, yeah.
I heard the weekend's supposed to be pretty nice, though, so maybe you'll have a break.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully.
It'd be nice, even in the, like in the morning, you can just open up all the windows and let air come in. We need that anyway.
Yeah. But like what Rebecca said, we're here for you. If you want to join us, you want us to meet you somewhere, maybe at your coffee shop. We could do a little segment there as well. We would love to have you on with us.
Absolutely. And, you know, Cream in Norwich could be a nice place that we could all meet up too. They have some areas available, but yeah, we're getting everything rolling here to get our technology ready to go out and see you guys on location. So let us know. We would love to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Well, that's it for today. I'm glad you guys joined us. If you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, we hope you got something out of today. We hope you got inspired and have some ideas.
Yes.
And we'll see you here next week.
Yes. Well, have a wonderful week.
Yes.
Take care. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.